I want to thank everybody for joining me today as we check out my Squier J5 Telecaster. It is, I believe, 2013 make. I bought this at a local music store here in Boise, Idaho. I got it for a screaming deal for about like $500. Got it because I like how it looks. It looks really awesome. This is a very showy guitar. This is without a doubt, you're going to be noticed with this guitar. There's no doubt. If you pull this out, anyone will see this guitar. It's got a nice metallic finish to it. It's not like crazy over the top metallic, just enough to be. It's pretty showy. No one's going to mistake this guitar for anything else. My review of this guitar is, I got it. The only major problem I have is the wiring in this thing is really screwed up. I can't turn off the any of the volume pots on any of them where they're dead silent. There's feedback in there. This is a very common issue with this particular Squier, with these Squiers. I haven't gotten around to fixing it. For the most part, I only play in the bridge, and it's usually wide open. They're both volume pots for each thing, so you can't do the kill switch or nothing like that on it. The fretwork is super nice on it, just as good as any Fender that I've ever played, except for probably the Jim Root, which I did not like. I had to redo the frets and knobs on that one. But this is it in general. I have no setup issues with it. It plays great right out of the box. As far as I could tell, someone else had previously owned this guitar, and it was on consignment at that store. I bought it. Now, I've been pretty happy with it. I mean, these are not high output pickups by any measure of anything, but they get the job done. As you see, we were playing through my Mesa Boogie BADLANDER 25. Sounded pretty good. You have to dig into the strings like you have to do with almost any guitar when you play with this particular amp. I have the distortion pretty much, it's dimed. There's no doubt about that. Have that completely dimed. Plays really good, sounds really good. Got any problems playing it through there? Create some tones after this. Just me just noodling around, goofing off, playing, getting into the zone with it. Frets are really good. Action's really good. Tuning stability is really good on it. I mean, I haven't played this in probably months. I put it up there, just was slightly out of tune, mainly because I've gone into the winter months, and that's just reality, and it kind of does its thing during this time of the year. Otherwise, I really enjoy this guitar. No problems. I have no problems recommending it. I think these were about $500 or $600 when they were new. I'd have to pre-check all that. But it is a great guitar. Plays really good. I like it. I highly recommend it. It's not like it's an older Squier, but it's not a cheap Squier, put it that way. This is at least almost up there with the Made in Mexico Fender, which I do have one to compare to, and I can tell they play the same, other than the electronics, even because, I don't know, whoever wired it didn't know. And from what I've seen, I don't think anyone knows how it was really wired or knew how to wire it in the first place. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this. See you guys later, and this will be this particular guitar through this particular amp at this time. This is my rig of the week. Spent the money on the amp. Let's play it.